You alright? You okay? You alright? What the heck? No, that came out of nowhere, guys. So don't blame me if I didn't like.
No.
I thought she was playing with me because like she was not coughing at all. Like no signs of coughing.
It was like right when I had to
Sit down, yeah.
And right when I had pressed record, that's when I swallowed wrong. You know how it goes down the wrong pipe.
Yeah, I do know how it goes down the wrong pipe.
That's what happened. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Okay, don't say I'm a bad boyfriend because it came out of nowhere. She was literally talking fine and everything. Now she said that. Like, anyway,
I'm good.
My name's Dwayne.
My name's Jasmine.
We're doing Jazz. Today we have Celebrity Conspiracy Theories with Shane and Mandela Effect update. I've been waiting for one of these conspiracy theories for forever. I'm sorry, I was about to die.
Okay. No, I'm sorry.
No, don't die. Anyway, let's dive on in.
Alright.
Oh, he has to put a disclaimer on it now.
because people was like, these aren't true.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a theory.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theory.
Conspiracy theories, all of which are fucking terrifying. But this first one is definitely the scariest.
Celebrity.
Okay.
That's the theory of the 27 Club. So basically, the 27 Club is referencing the fact that a bunch of really famous musicians died at the age of 27. I mean, if you go on Wikipedia, the list of people that died at the age of 27.
Wow.
Jimi
And they all
Hendrix.
died in different ways, but most of them were drug related. I mean, you have Jimi Hendrix died at 27. Janis Joplin died at 27. Kurt Cobain killed himself at 27. And of course, Amy Winehouse.
27.
That's one of my
That's so early. That's so young.
There's also some actors too. I mean, if you guys remember, just this year, the actor Anton Yelchin died in the most insane way at the age of 27. He literally was crushed to death in his driveway by his own car.
What?
I guess it slid down the hill because it wasn't in park or something, and then it just crushed him up against the I mean, that seems completely fucking weird. Right?
Yes.
Before I get to the theory of why all these people died at the same age, I want to talk about part 2 of the theory. Now, a few of the most famous people from that list had one thing in common. Jim Morrison, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, and Kurt Cobain all had white lighters in their pockets when they died. Yeah, all of their autopsy reports show that they all had a white lighter in their pockets.
That's what my head on.
Now, white lighters are supposedly unlucky, and musicians never ever buy them. And honestly, people in general should probably fucking not buy them. So let's talk about why these people died at that age. Now, of course, there's theories that maybe the Illuminati did it. Theories that the Illuminati took these people, made them famous, got their message out, and then killed them. But then there's another theory that is even more fucked up, and that is the theory that these musicians sold their souls to the devil. So
I hear that all the time.
Shows about this in the past. Somebody wants something that they can't have, and then the devil comes along,
fame and
that person says, "Hey devil, you can have my soul if you give me that thing." And then the devil says, "All right." And then the devil gives you your wish, and then when you die, you go to hell.
Hell no.
Forever. But a lot of people think that that is based on real life. Okay, so here's how the legend starts. Back in the 1930s,
I even heard Katy Perry say that.
So he really wanted to be a famous musician, and he said he would do anything. Well, one night he heard the voice of a man calling him out into the yard. He went outside, and there was a big man dressed in all black, wearing a disguise, holding a guitar. The man in black said it was a magic guitar, and that if Robert took it, it would make him incredible. And then Robert said, "Why are you giving me this?" And the man said, "I'm the devil, and if I give this to you, in return, I want your soul." Well, as legend goes, he took the deal, and then shortly thereafter, Robert became a famous musician. Then, at the age of 27, he was poisoned and died. So that was the first time this happened, and since then, supposedly, it's been happening a lot. Just check out this clip of musician Bob Dylan talking about it in an interview.
Why do you still do it? Why are you still out here?
Well, it goes back to the destiny thing. I mean, I made a bargain with it, you know, a long time ago, and I'm holding up my hand.
What was your bargain?
To get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
Right.
with the chief commander.
On this earth.
And on this earth, and then in the world we can't see.
I know, fucking weird.
That is
I know it
weird.
could have been a joke, but it didn't really seem.
It seemed like
It
one.
didn't seem like it was serious.
It was the devil, but
Yeah.
He didn't want to say
straight
it.
out said it was Katy Perry. Just watch.
Yeah, see, I told you.
To the music industry. I swear I wanted to be like the Amy Grant of music. Yeah. But it didn't work out, and so I sold my soul to the devil.
Okay, obviously that one was probably a joke, but I mean, she did start out as a Christian
Like, she
singer.
was saying
She
that.
wasn't getting anywhere, and then 7, she was singing like super sexual songs.
Yeah, I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It. That was her first hit, right?
Yep.
So did all those
That's a big reverse.
Like,
it is.
27, or was the devil ready to take their souls? I guess we'll never know. Okay, so
he
this
was ready at
conspiracy
27.
theory is about Kanye West. Now, I know the guy has a lot of issues, and there could literally be 10 videos made about the conspiracy.
Yeah.
Because Kanye crazy.
The Kardashian curse.
There's talk of him being gay, and he's hiding it. He's with Kim, and
Him being
fake,
gay.
which, by the way, is like wrong to even insinuate that one.
Yeah.
Somebody. But that is a theory out there. But this next one involves his recent stay in the mental hospital, and I'm going to start this by saying I don't want to seem like I am somehow making fun of his situation or saying that he's not in there for actual mental health reasons. This is just a conspiracy theory. It's not my opinion, but it is pretty fucking interesting.
Because he came out with
So
blonde
Kanye
hair.
always loses his mind. He always says
He always
you know,
loses his
popular
mind.
opinion. He's definitely somebody that pisses a lot of people off. So
Hell
first let's
yeah.
talk about the events that led up to him being put into a mental hospital. So at his concert in
His
San
rant.
Jose, he
Yeah.
told the crowd
And then ending it.
this.
I said something that was kind of politically correct. I told y'all I didn't vote, right? But I didn't tell you. I guess I told you. But if I would have voted, I would have voted on Trump.
And everybody was like, boo.
That
Boo, everybody was like,
Yeah.
And then a couple days later, he went on a rant about Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Yep, he did. Just call me.
Of my life, of motherfuckers hating me for saying Beyonce had the best video. Beyonce, I was hurt. Because I heard that you said you wouldn't perform unless you won Video of the Year over me and over how I live. JC called me, bro. You still ain't called me.
Okay, so first of all, Trump
bruh.
is the president almost. Jay-Z and Beyonce
He's now.
He is now.
the Illuminati, if you believe in it. And he just went on rants publicly in front of thousands of people and talked shit about them. And then 2 days later, he was handcuffed to a gurney and taken to a hospital for
They're like, you saying too
psychiatric
much.
evaluation.
Yeah.
Some conspiracy theorists believe that he was taken there to be reprogrammed. The Illuminati or the government or whoever's in control did not want him speaking out against them anymore. So they wanted to take him in and they wanted to make him right. Now, if you remember, this
It
has
didn't turn
happened
him
to
blonde.
other
And
celebrities.
it turned him blonde.
Britney Spears, she was handcuffed to a gurney and taken to a hospital. You had Amanda Bynes, and then they all come out a little bit different. Now, theorists
Yep.
were also freaking
Different
out
hair
because
colors.
This hospital is the same hospital that supposedly Project Mkultra took place. Now, if you don't know what that is,
What's that?
it allegedly happened in the 50s and 60s, where they would take patients and they would try to manipulate their minds. Now, it was all for testing, and it was usually like prisoners,
That was real.
or they would take like sex workers, and they would use all different tactics to kind of fuck with their heads. They
What?
would use psychological torture. They would use hypnosis. They would use medicines. One patient was even given the drug LSD for 174 days straight.
What?
Now, that hospital and all the fucked up torture
That was-
they were
yeah.
doing there actually inspired a lot of TV shows, including Stranger Things. And now Kanye's there.
Yeah.
I don't know. All I'm saying is it kind of makes sense.
Pause real quick just to do some more insight. Yeah, that conspiracy theory
didn't
is
know that.
truly true. Yeah, it's called MK
Oh.
Ultra. You guys can type it in now. It is true. Another conspiracy, you know, that ended up being true was the Tuskegee experiment. You know, so there's some conspiracy theories out there that are true that the government has done. So, you know, they was trying, you know. I think like stories like Captain America and stuff, where they try to build super soldiers and stuff. I think that shit is true. I think that stuff
think
is
it
true too. I think there's super soldiers probably sitting somewhere that you don't know about. There's some Winter soldiers sitting over there in Russia. I don't know.
He said, "Oh, soldier."
I'm dead ass. Anyway, let's dive on it.
Okay.
If you looked out a totally different person, maybe he did something. Now, the next Kanye conspiracy is pretty creepy, but also kind of awesome. And that is that David Bowie predicted that Kanye was going to be famous. Okay, so first, if you look at this David Bowie album
K West?
from
K West.
1972, you might notice something. Yeah, the sign right above his head is lit up, and it says K West. Now, there's one
Kardashian
song
West. Like, no.
5 years. Now, that song talks about how in 5 years there'll be a second coming of a new musical god. And exactly 5 years later, Kanye West was born. Then, years later, on David Bowie's last album, there was a song called Black Star. Now, in the song, he talks about dying, because he was dying at the time. And he says in the song that when he dies, he'll be replaced by a black star. Check it out.
Oh.
Something happened on the day he died.
That looks very
It all sounds
creepy.
crazy.
Yeah. And he was like in a triangle.
What is
You guys
that?
peeped that he was like in a triangle?
Okay,
Yeah.
so this next conspiracy is
kinda-
not fun at all. It is literally
What is
one of the
that?
scariest
I don't
things
know.
I have ever heard about. And this is something that I've been thinking about for a while, but I didn't really know how to explain it in a video because it's so fucking dark. But today I'm going to try. We are going to talk about the conspiracy of FEMA camps. So first let me break down what FEMA is. So FEMA is the Federal Emergency Management Agency. So that is a government agency where their job is to figure out how to handle big disasters. For example, if there was a huge earthquake that like affected everybody, or if there was a big terrorist attack, their job is to figure out how to deal with it, how to keep everybody safe, or is it? So a lot of theorists believe that FEMA is actually just a cover for what's really going on. They believe that FEMA isn't trying to figure out how to save people and how to like keep everybody safe during a disaster. They think they're trying to figure out how if a disaster strikes and everybody's hopeless, they can come in and take over everything. So this is where it gets kind of complicated and
Really?
super fucked up, so stay with me. Now there's something called martial law. Now,
Martial law.
basically,
Heard of that.
I know
there's
that.
a huge disaster or a huge terrorist attack or something happens
And then government
or
is
it
gone.
fucks up all that shit or basically
All your rights are
anything that
gone.
happens that's big enough
In
and it
America.
affects everybody in the country. Because there'll be no more order, people won't listen to cops. The
Yep.
government could declare martial law and then the
And enforce
government
it.
could take over everything.
Yep.
And that means that you'll have no rights, basically all of your freedoms taken away, and
Yep.
they will use their military, they will use whatever they have
Yep.
to control everything you do. And the reason that's in place is because if there is some kind of huge disaster, nobody's gonna like listen to one cop with a gun. People are
Yeah,
just gonna
they're
be
not.
stealing shit, looting, and going
Just
crazy.
like the zombies
And
Yeah.
everybody
games.
goes, hey, no, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna
Like
have
Walking
all our
Dead.
military.
Yeah.
And we're all gonna fucking watch you with our machine guns and fucking take over everything. In simple terms, if you've ever seen one of those alien movies where aliens are taking over the planet,
Zombie
now every
movies.
city kind of just turns into like military everywhere, guns at everybody's heads.
Yes.
You can't go anywhere. You're taken out of your house. You left all your things. They put you on a bus and they sent you away to some camp. That's martial law. Okay, if you're still with me, this is where it gets even more fucked up and mind-blowing. So there is a theory that there are something called FEMA camps. And FEMA camps are similar to something called concentration camps.
Oh
Y'all
no, that's what I was
remember
thinking too.
So the idea is that FEMA is setting up these camps secretly all around the United States.
To kill
And
people.
when martial law comes into place, they'll
put 'em
have
in it.
somewhere to put all the Americans and then kill them off. And then that will be the start of the New World Order.
Ooh.
AKA Illuminati.
Yeah,
These FEMA
that's
camps have
kinda
been
scary.
talked about for a long time.
Scary.
People really believe in this. I mean, the government already has a bunch of random buildings, a bunch of places that nobody's allowed to go all
Yeah.
around the country.
Abandoned
Why
army
can't
bases.
we go there?
Yeah.
Is it because you guys are making camps and you don't want us to see them? I mean, people have even tried to film and go inside and they get kicked out. But the government's smart. The Illuminati is smarter. So they probably wouldn't just make camps. They would probably turn something that we all know into a camp without us knowing it.
Like a
and
mall.
what big buildings have popped up all
No,
over the US
really?
in the last 15 years? What big building is literally in every single city? What big building has huge
Walmart, so not-
rooms big enough for military tanks? Aisles in the building big enough to fit hundreds of people. Yeah, you guessed it.
Oh, I was right!
See?
I know, fucking crazy. So the theory is that some Walmarts are going to be turned in to FEMA camps.
See, I
And
said
supposedly,
mall, it's kind of
they
close.
already
Oh,
started
okay.
working on them. Also, look at the word Walmart. You have half the word mart,
Ooh.
first half of the word backwards, law, martial law. I don't know. That was a little far-fetched, but still.
It
Yeah,
was, but
yeah.
I mean,
Now, the reason this theory became so big is because what happened a year ago. So out of nowhere, 5 different Walmarts in 4 different states were shut down for 6 months. Employees were only given 5 hours of notice, and they were given
What?
60 days severance package so they could like figure out their financial shit. Now
Yeah,
Walmart
What?
was because there was plumbing problems, but 6 months is way too long to fix a plumbing problem.
Yes.
Also, how could the plumbing be that bad that they're fucking closing the stores and not even telling
For
the
6
employees?
months.
Yeah, and then just
what are
tell
the
you
chances
5
that
hours
plumbing would be
before.
bad in 5 different stores across the U.S. at the same exact time? Well, that's when the theory started that maybe these Walmarts are being turned into FEMA camps, and there is a pretty strong proof. So in the areas that all of these Walmarts were in,
What about the
people
stores
started
next to
noticing
Walmarts?
military crash. Now, in Texas, where one of the Walmarts shut down, some residents said that they saw 14 helicopters flying over it. They also said that they saw military tanks driving by the Walmart. Then in each state, people started saying they were hearing the same sounds at night. They said they were hearing large booming coming from underground. Now,
they building stuff.
That in the U.S. there is an underground tunnel system. That's not even a theory. That is true. I don't want to get in trouble, but that is pretty true. Now look at this map of the alleged underground tunnel that the military built. Now you can see exactly where it's going. Now check out this map that shows where the 5 closed Walmarts are. Yeah, they're right over the tunnels. And that's why people think that maybe they are secretly turning those into Fema camps.
This is very scary to me. Okay.
I know.
I don't know if it is for anybody else. This is scary to me.
That's why they watch it with us.
By one of the closed Walmarts and what she had to say.
I've been living in Blythewood here for the last year now, and I've been hearing booming noises, and that's been kind of frightening me because when I heard one of the videos in the Ohio one saying that they heard booming noises, that showed that they were talking about building underground places, and none of them closed down over plumbing reasons. They all stayed closed, and they all ended up turning into some type of secretive things with fences around them.
Now check out this other interview of these
You see a video?
working at one of the closed Walmarts.
Maybe, yeah.
What they had to say.
They're actually aren't good. Oh, are they really? Yeah, the 2 that you saw right from contractors. Man, they're gutting the whole thing.
They're gutting the Walmart? Why would you need to gut the entire building if you're just fixing plumbing? To me, it sounds like you are doing a lot more than that. Now, this is probably the biggest piece of evidence. At one of the Walmarts,
Shane, why you have to talk about that? I'm scared to go
a section of it was
Walmart.
left open for the pharmacy. And one girl who was going to pick up a prescription decided to film her journey. And it was fucked up.
First off, there are police cars stationed at every point of entrance, especially where the receiving bay is. All the windows and doors are covered with either black plastic or black tarp.
Okay, that's fucking weird. Number one, why is there so many police there in the first place?
Yes.
You're just doing plumbing. Why is there fucking cops guarding the whole building? And why's a police woman letting her in the pharmacy? Definitely some shady shit going on.
A policewoman let us in to an area that they blocked off to the pharmacy. A policewoman! Are you hearing this, my friends? A policewoman let them into an area. Why is there a policewoman? What is going on? A lady caught us taking pictures and filming, and then 2 people approached us, and they told us, stop filming.
I don't know. I mean, the black curtains, the cops everywhere, military tanks driving through the Walmart, the underground tunnels right underneath them. The fact that they just closed it down.
I don't like this.
And then they were closed down for 6 months. I know that theory is like a lot to handle, but if you really think about it, it kind of makes sense. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do is do a quick little Mandela Effect update. So the most famous Mandela Effect, as you guys know, is Berenstain Bears, and the fact that we all remember it as Berenstain. Not Berenstain, like they say it was. Well, recently, this past November, there was a commercial for the Berenstain Bears on TV, and look what it said.
Hold on, what?
That one gave me chills for some reason. I don't know, just hearing like a TV commercial say Berenstain fucking creeps me out. I mean, we all know it's Berenstain, but like I have never seen it on TV before.
Yes.
There you guys go. I know these were kind of big theories today, complicated.
Yes, this Walmart one is very scary.
I gotta say the Walmart one is the most scariest one.
On the FEMA camps and on the 27th.
I don't like this.
So much.
I don't like this. I don't, cause I like Walmart.
You like Walmart?
I like Walmart, and it's just like the go-to place. Like,
Yeah.
And, you know, it's big enough for, like you said, like to have aisles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So just like pack people like in each aisle and have stuff spraying there like it's poison to kill
Stay woke, people.
and everything. So it's
Stay
just,
woke, Lord.
I don't
Stay
like
woke,
it.
man.
I don't like it.
This, yeah.
Now I see why you guys say that you guys watch this with us, like, because it feels safe. Because the other ones didn't really seem that scary to me. That one does, just because, like, it affects me personally. Like, because it's Walmart. Like, who doesn't go to Walmart? Like,
I know.
That's very scary.
Yeah, man. But anyway, guys, please comment below.
On top of the fact I was about to die doing this video.
Yeah.
So it's like that was something. That was a sign telling me get ready.
Yeah.
What you're about to see.
We're gonna have some funny things after this. Anyway, guys, please comment below. So
Don't forget to like and share.
You're smart, guys.